I was actually recently hit on by a 19-year-old. No. It wasn't sexy. I wish I could say it was sexy. It's not. Here's what happened. Okay, I'm on the bus. All my fun stories happen on New York City subway systems. And this kid comes up to me, and I could see him. You know how you can feel when somebody's about to hit on you? Like, it was like, da-na, da-na. I was like, don't do this. Because I could see him out of the corner of my eye. He's all thugged out. He's like, baggy pants, baggy shirt, like a fitted cap. And here's how I know I'm changing. The second I noticed him, I became maternal. Like, I saw him and I just wanted to iron his clothes and like help him out. I was like, this youth needs me. So he came up to me, and I have to give him credit. He approached me with such confidence. He came up to me, he was like, I'm saying, Ma, let me get your phone number. And I was like, no. He's like, why come I can't get your number? Well, let's start with breaking down that sentence, because that is your first clue. So then I said, you know what? I think I'm too old for you. He said, how old are you? So I said, 34, and you could see the damn in his face. Like it was the oldest age he'd ever heard of in his life. And he couldn't fathom how I made it 34 years on this earth. And then he tried to backpedal. He was like, I'm saying, Ma, you don't look 34. And I was like, well, thank you. Should I have like a hump and a lazy eye to help you out? And next time he sees a girl with a hump, oh, she 34. That's when they get they hump. See, that's when having a boyfriend comes in handy. Because you can use the boyfriend card. Right? It's like, I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend. Like they've just been disqualified from some sort of contest. Thank you for playing, but I have a boyfriend. Better luck next time. It's really awkward when you bring up the boyfriend before the guy hits on you, though. Like some guy comes and talks to you, and you're like, I have a boyfriend, how dare you? Jesus, she was angry. I've actually been with my boyfriend now 7 years. I know. Pretty crazy. We're actually trying to have a baby. Oh, thanks. I'm gonna tell him real soon. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna tell him. That would ruin the surprise. I like how all the women laugh at that. So I was like, and the guys are like, He's super macho. My boyfriend is the biggest Mexican guy I've ever met in my life. He's the tallest Mexican I've ever met. He's 6'1". I know, for a second there you're like, Gina, that's kind of racist. Now you're like, nope, that's a big Mexican. Continue. Continue with your story, please. 6'1", because I don't know about anywhere else, but normally here in New York, our Mexicans are travel size. So for me, when I met him, I was like, are you made up of several smaller Mexicans? Like one of those Russian dolls where it's like Jorge, Jesus, Gustavo. You guys are adorable. I had to get used to being responsible to another person too. That was hard, man. When my husband asked me if I paid my credit card bill, I gotta stop myself from being like, none of your business, bro. Because then I remember like, oh yeah, it is his business. And no, I'm not a good grown up. I love my husband, but he can be dramatic. He can be dramatic sometimes. Like last week, he sat me down. He was like, we need to talk. And I was like, uh-oh, here's the divorce. He said, our neighbor came by today. I was like, we have neighbors? Because I don't be talking to nobody. He said, our neighbor came by today. He said that he can hear us having conversations through the wall. And I was like, yeah, this is New York. That's how apartments are made, bro. Why do you think after every time we make love, I high-five the wall? I gotta let him know. Gotta let him know we good. He wants to get a house now. He wants to get a house. I don't want to clean a house. A whole house? He's not gonna clean it. We live in a less than 1-bedroom apartment right now. and we are in a cleaning standoff. I always win because I make it racial. I be like, why I gotta clean? Because I'm Puerto Rican? I told him we can't get a house, not unless we get a maid, and I can't do that. I can't get a maid. Imagine that, I open the doors, one of my aunts standing right there. I'll be like, damn, Thea, you would have done this for free. Now I gotta pay you. I know how much cleaning a house, I know how much work that is. I grew up in a house. My mom made us clean it every weekend, both days. That's right, because the weekdays were for school. So the weekend was for our fun time, which apparently was cleaning. And we would get up, man, and she would try to trick us, man. She would play salsa music all loud like we were having a party. You go downstairs, the only party guests are Windex and some paper towels. She's like, welcome to the party. You're not gonna trick us, Mom. We know this ain't fun. But now every time I hear salsa music, I start sweeping and washing dishes. Like Pavlov's Puerto Rican. I'm like, all right, I gotta, must clean. Must clean. My husband wants that traditional life. He likes that. He likes when I do stuff for him. Like, he likes when I cook for him. I made my husband a hood delicacy not too long ago. Hood delicacy, that's rice with an egg on top. My next hood delicacy has to be chopped cheese. Yeah, that's right. But I'm gonna use vegan cheese. He don't need to know. Because all my food shopping is bougie now. Because I go to bougie supermarkets. Because I grew up on ghetto supermarkets, and I'm like, I ain't doing that no more. Right? Well, if you ever been to a ghetto supermarket, you know that it looks like a homicide just happened. No matter which one you go into, like I'm gonna walk down the freezer aisle, it's gonna be ice cream and a dead body. And I gotta hope the security footage doesn't go viral when I step over that body to get that ice cream. So I'm gonna be like, oh, R.I.P. player, but I'm gonna grab this rocky road real quick, cause YOLO, you know that. Let's keep it moving. I could never be that mom. Could never be that mom. There was a lot of things that I saw people doing that I knew I wasn't gonna do as a mom. Like the one thing I don't do is boys will be boys. I don't do that with my son. It's too permissive. There's no equivalent for little girls. So I don't allow it. And you know, the parents that I've seen do it, it gets out of hand real quick. You just know it's gonna snowball to bigger things, like boys will be boys. He stabbed the babysitter. He's a boy. He's learning to express himself. And I know you're not supposed to judge other parents, but I do. I do. Only when I see them doing things that are detrimental to their children or to parenting in general. I can't help but pick up on that now. Like there was a woman who put out a video and it went viral. And this was the whole video. She goes, I'm gonna teach my son how to cook so your daughter can't trick him into a relationship with her cooking. First of all, don't nobody want your dusty son. First of all, don't act like a basic skill is something to brag about. And second, how long you been out the dating pool, ma'am? What do you think is gonna happen? Do you think I'm just gonna leave a trail of empanadas that lead to an altar? And he's gonna be like, oh no, I'm married. What kind of idiot did you raise? There were so many things, and when, me and my husband, when we talked about how we were gonna do this, that we decided we were just not gonna do, right? And there were certain things we promised ourselves that we would do. Because there was a lot to consider. Not only do we wanna raise a good human being, but also, my son is multicultural. Like I said, he's mixed. He's half Puerto Rican, half white, hard tea. That Midwest white hits different, you know what I'm saying? Like that's... I know there's white people here, but if my husband walked in, even y'all would be like, that's a white guy. Like, you'd be like, I'm white, but that's unseasoned chicken that just walked through the front door. That is level 10 white. Don't y'all come for my porcelain king. a couple guys in the audience that are like, porcelain king. I'm gonna use that later. But I had to think about that, man. Like, my son is mixed. Or as I like to say, his DNA's been colonized. That is my favorite way of saying it. Because people are always like, wait a minute. She snuck in history. I have to think about that, though. Honestly, as the mother of a mixed child, I have to think about the fact that a lot of his childhood is going to be me explaining my half of his makeup and the history of those people. And I know he's gonna have questions, because all kids have questions, and I'm petrified. Because I don't know if you've heard the level of questions these children are asking, but these are Jeopardy level questions. And I am, quite honestly, not prepared. I'm just waiting for the day where he's like, what happened to the indigenous people of the Caribbean, Mommy? Oh. And then I just look at his dad. This is your time to shine, sir! My poor son is walking around like, I come from the oppressor and the oppressed. I'm the problem and the solution. Oh. I'm like, that's right, baby. Also, don't take no blankets from daddy's side of the family. If you got that last part, I love you from the bottom of my heart. Because the amount of times I'd looked out at an audience of people that's like, what's wrong with their blankets? What's wrong? What's the thread count on the blankets? I'm proud of my son. He's doing great. He speaks English and Spanish. And, yeah. Humble brag. And really, look, if you're in the audience and you're Latino, Latina, Latine, Latinx, any of them, and you don't speak Spanish, that is okay. It doesn't make you lesser. It doesn't mean that people should make you feel lesser. I spent a lot of my younger years so judged because I didn't speak Spanish well enough for the people around me that I just stopped altogether and didn't learn till I was older. And here's the thing, I'm also third generation. And if you're third generation, then you know what I'm talking about. By the time I came around, everybody had assimilated already. So English was the norm in our household. When my parents were growing up, it was different. They spoke Spanish only inside the house. But that's because at that time, there was something called a gag law, where Puerto Ricans could not display a Puerto Rican flag or speak or sing any patriotic songs. So it was dangerous to speak Spanish outside of the house. So for me, I didn't speak it in the house, only spoke English, so I learned it from all of my coworkers when I started working. And all of my coworkers were Mexican. So my Spanish is very confusing. Because I'm a Puerto Rican who speaks Spanish with a Mexican accent, but uses Puerto Rican and Mexican terminology. My Spanish sounds like what a ransom note looks like. Like, people who are fluent in Spanish hear me speak Spanish and they're like, where are you from? I don't know, man, I'm trying to figure it out. My son does, he speaks Spanish, but he's nervous in Spanish, so he like whispers in Spanish. I know, it's adorable and creepy, huh? Kids do not know the rules of whispering, so they just like do it whenever. I'll be like washing the dishes and behind me I hear, siete. Mommy's gonna burn some sage now. Try to get the demon of Columbus out of you. I'll tell you what. First of all, we should start with this. I should have started here. I didn't even know I was pregnant. We should have probably started there. I mean, I knew before the delivery date. I didn't show up at the hospital like, my tummy hurts. But I didn't know for a while. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I didn't know for a while. And then people are like, how did you not know? Well, that's what happens when your weight fluctuates. Nobody talks about this. But my weight went up and I was like, oh, I'm fat again. Like, I wasn't mad about it. I was like, who's thick? You thick? Ow. Like, I was like, my thighs got bigger. I was like, I'm about to change some lives. And then I went to a doctor and he was like, nah, that's a person. Like, what's wrong with you? It's a whole baby. I was like, that's a foot? I thought that was gas. That's wild. You sure? Check again. I ate some cheese earlier. You might see a block of brie. That looks like a foot. But it was a whole baby. Freaked out, I'm not gonna lie. But as soon as I saw that first ultrasound, I was sold. That was it. I was sold, man. And I had a great pregnancy. I had no complications, no morning sickness. And all my girlfriends who had kids were like, must be nice. I was like, it was. I can't help it if I'm God's favorite, man. Pick a God, any God. I'm a favorite across the board, man.